both parties that were asked about it, Zach and Hex, refused to give up any information. They said it was an interesting one, which I couldn't figure out whether or not that meant that EG played well or if Imperial played well. They both made it seem like they played badly.
They've got secrets, and I want in on said secrets. Rush Walco, CT side for EG, of course. 3 kills in already. We've got the CT set themselves up. Nice Fallen. He reacts fast enough to clap back on Hexed. Only 3. And Vinny, during all this wild engagement, has managed to get into ramp room.
The bomb gets spotted when it could have gone ramp. So Fallen has actually created a meal for himself here. Having to go outside. And, well, that does mean there's maybe a little bit less attention on Vinny. Got a good clear right there. Kind of hard to rotate out of. Jordan will come in. This is nice, I think, from the CT side. But it buys a little time. And it looks like they're going to try to split towards upper. With Vinny, I'm assuming. Coming in late Squeaky would probably be the best way to clear this out. So got enough time to do so. One guy upstairs.
It's been real quiet, man, but it's going to have to be Vinny in the kill department, surely. 8 health on Fallen. Rush starts to back up a bit. Catches a glimpse of Vinny. As expected, Fallen dies easily. And so will Vinny, in fact. Evil geniuses pick up CT pistol.
It's a good read on where that would end up. There was a chance, of course, that Fallen crosses.
Like that, man. That's nothing competes to that. Like, you're telling me those Glocks ever had a chance? Nah.
Yeah, 5-7 absolutely gets 2. But, like, it's not necessarily getting 3. Not necessarily. You have to be... It would have been a more insane clip. It's more like expected that the dualies can do that on a regular basis.
Junior fries bolts.
Late Squeaky 3v5 is always the best play to make. See if you get the double entry upstairs. If not, you have the vent drop possible. Don't alarm any rotations downstairs, so you can maybe use that for something quick. But then that also makes it somewhat obvious, so the CTs usually keep an eye on it or rotate preemptively. Either way, 5 up. And Rush taking the space back outside.
It's going to be Walco with the jiggle from the heaven. Any assistance here? No, not yet. The Hex comes flying up the ladder, but for now they get that entry that they needed. There's that slow crawl behind them in lobby. Gonna have to be careful not to give that angle up to their flank. Hex, no, excuse me, it's George that swings out with the MP9 and dies. Hex picking up the FAMAS. Rush revealing himself on that flank. Fallen looking to get off the bomb site. Junior's just gonna patiently hold it. Beautiful here for EG. Very controlled state even after that bomb goes down.
Yeah, very much. They had that all locked up. They took the exact space they wanted back. So I think Zach said something like they're sort of like reminded them of Brazilian gameplay the way they took backspace on map control.
Vinny is just to his left. Ooh, Vinny. It's being held by George. Yeah, he finds him. All right. And Junior can still just sit on this angle. It's basically a beckoning call for somebody else from Imperial to come join lobby.
Oh, no.
He gets smoked.
Oh, it's all right. Good, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, he just lost his angle because of his teammate's smoke. It was just a little too deep.
And Junior knows exactly when to be patient. He has shown that in the last couple days. Huge value out of that play.
Gorgeous little 5v3 here set up by EG, and then they throw Junior in the rafters so he can stay mobile. Go towards heaven, peek outside if needed.
Yeah, I think also doubling up on ramp and letting your ramp guy get lower is an option since they have someone back big garage and there's the vent drop attempt. They don't get through, and now they actually, I don't know if they cancel plans. What happens? Junior's still in heaven.
Bolts does get downstairs, could just go for the desperate plant. Money's money. And this is the only place that it's safe.
Yeah, no nade in hand. Plant will be respected.
But Rush is right there with a headshot. So all things considered, EG keep 3 up. And a very active play, setting Junior up to succeed, right? Now that he's back at the top of the board, get him into the action. And in the thick of it, within Squeaky, even with that smoke disrupting him for a second, keeps it cool, gets his kill, and that's after George had the presence of mind to make sure he cleared that corner.
Yeah, they double pushed that properly. You know, I think Junior knows when he's being set up well, and he has full trust.
Rush behind Silo. George, yeah, drops down into dark, so insurance policies in place. Still a couple players up on A floor. Smoke goes out into the middle site. Rush reacts a little slow there, and Joda gets the better of him. Fallen's planting, tucked away from George, so at least he can isolate the fight out versus Joda. Fallen tries to chase, knowing now that George is pinned, and they can't really do anything about each other, but Cello's gonna use this as a chance to slide out. He's been called, but Cello still kills George. Maybe he wasn't spotted. Junior connects with the nade. Vinny holds off on the flank, made a bit of sound, so the op looks up towards the skies and strikes Vinny down like lightning. Cello, quick trade, as yet again, he wastes no time getting closer to those players, right? Trying to get towards dark to deal with George, going back and dealing with the op of Junior. I feel like Cello, very active moments to get himself to 12-4.
Still a couple problems here in the basement. And you know what? Even though Rush's spray and reaction's a little slow, that was a weird flash, wasn't it? I think.
Walko catches one. This feels like the most forward we've seen any kind of CT setup outside. But Vinny.
That's the entirety of a ramp right here. Rush.
And no B rotate.
Yeah, he rushed in transition. I think Imperial jump on this. They've seen what happens. Again, the rotations are quite slow from this point. And like, even if you were a fast rotator, like, okay, Walko gets downstairs, you're still, you know, outside the site. So we'll see if they cover control. They do a good job. And that's almost the odds of the retake going down with that attempt.
Yeah, both doors get completely covered. That one was fallen back on ramp. So nice protocols in place from Imperial. Feels like they sense that they have the better timing when Vinny gets that opening pick. Damn, and from 5v4 as well. EG, they won their outer duel.
I want to say Walko, you know, if he doesn't try that, that's 4v4 with control side and decon, and they're really close. You know, they tried a 4v4 in the past where they weren't even in those positions, so maybe if he doesn't jump on it, they have an opportunity to try to go for this, but 5v4 for Evil Geniuses into Imperial winning the round.
Now posting a 6th on this T side. Money is not great for EG, so these 2 saves will be quite valuable, but it is going to be lesser weapons. We saw that get close just 2 rounds ago with a single AK, so there's definitely legs on it, but...
Yeah, somewhat of a frustrating half for Rush, I think, with a few of these small opportunities. And obviously right there, I think he's planning to take it, but he's not perfectly comfortable in his spot as he's like looking into ramp and 2 guys peering back. No surprise they win that duel. Doesn't feel good.
Whoa, that's fast, man. Holy hell, Cello. But
Junior.
Again, look, they tried to swarm. They tried to just smash right through. Remember, 2 weapons saved and basically only 1 needed. 4 frags from Junior, his highlight round so far on Nuke.
Well, that wasn't an ace? Oh, Top Hut got 1 kill? Oh, yeah, okay, my gosh. Well, let's watch that back. From a minute 42.
George 5-7 comes out.
Jesus. This is about 5 seconds. With the flash dodge on top of it. Beautiful play from Junior. Hectic protocols dropping into the site. They get the job done.
Axe just
amazing.
Still, y'all be popping Hut real quick. Here comes another volley of util. This time CTs do scramble. And yet, it's still unsuccessful. For a second, it looked like they were going to get this, and there is a chance at the recovery. Junior then slides out, offers a helping hand to Hext. Fallen, up next, dead. Falls to Junior Sob.
Yeah, they were just fish food right there, so they... Okay. Well, 18-4.
Wow.
Oh, they're coming for him.
But Joda doesn't go for Vinny.
No, they don't even look.
Junior would have been just stood in the open.
Even took a shot right there. He's just got the... He's got the God Aura right now, but they cross lower fast.
Joda too afraid to take a swing at him.
Rush gets the telegram a little late, but he still manages the spray.
But then we get Vinny out from ramp again, looking for his impact.
There
Rush double kill as Bolts puts bomb down. A 4v2 here, EG kicking it up towards the tail end of this CT side. because Junior 19-5. Why do I have a feeling that all of a sudden people could line up, that one spray here from Bolts could be a massacre? Ooh, Fallen catches Walko, closes the doors in front of him, creates a porthole, which gets a little too wide, and Hex sticks that defuse all the way through 5 seconds. Here comes Fallen trying to clear them out, close the door, survive. Oh, he's back behind it, and Fallen manages to get away.
Butthole has never been that small. Ever before. Kind of wasn't. 3v1 in the end. Okay, last round of the first half, 8-6 here. I'm going to say, you know, whoever wins this is the better team, okay? Despite EG already being at 8, they both played pretty well so far this half. Oh, the shadow. Not Walko's friend.
Nice spray from George.
Oh my god.
More to be had as well. Bomb still needs to get picked up.
Uh-oh.
Smokes fade. Weird.
Uh-oh.
Nope. Not allowed.
It's Junior time.
Access denied.
And that's 20.5.
That bomb's and just sitting in a sea of smoke.
They could go get it with the guys crossing from red, but they are just terrified. This man right here, finally, he misses.
But if he doesn't, that's Fallen dead. Bomb dropped again, so it's just desperate.
Thing is, yeah, they take the bomb on the way back outside, right? So we know the one guy that crossed didn't get down secret. There might be, they thought there could be another one, but it just creates a lurk. Interesting rotation. I wonder if they're going for lobby control off of this slowly. Because if they stay on site, yeah, they leave heaven open. Oh, and now this mid round's getting really crazy.
The hell?
But I don't exactly love the adjustment so far with Rush coming in from lower. However, Junior finds his kill.
Yeah, it looks like he gets aggressive into lobby.
Oh, he does do it. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense.
Fallen then has to double back up.
Junior, man, he's been so smart.
Yikes. Fallen caught outside. Rush gonna rotate right to Vinny. Now he's gonna take a peek at A. Oh, clean headshot. Junior still though behind the blue box, is caught out in the open. Vent player comes up. Oh, time. 7 seconds. He goes for the fight. Now he can't get the plant. It's simply not there. He needs to rush the kill. He knows he's close, but up the ladder George goes. Snorts. He gets away. And just like...
He's actually done this for some time now, so pretty amazing.
That's the Junior that brought everybody back here for Evil Genius's game tonight after the upset just yesterday. So 22-6, a comfortable 3-round lead for EG to kick off this T side. Very doable. 6 rounds on a T side. Imperial are no... Oh! George, nasty, but Bolts also fancies a set of Berettas. Joda from the heavens gonna rip away with his, and nobody's even looking upwards.
Oh, okay.
So Beretta's start. Bolt sees that as a chance to push lobby.
Ooh, he doesn't get the kill. Okay, the trade is instantaneous, and Vinny gets out through another exit.
So many players that were back throwing grenades that there's nobody else inside lobby. He had 3 T-spawn, 4 T-spawn.
And Imperial smartly pushing forward the SMGs to just give it a shot. They have spent all their money, but yeah, these are just the best advantages right here. So trophy room control could stunt Evil Geniuses, and Jota will look over top of the smoke. This is not a bad situation for Jota, but George wins it. Fallen finds a kill, 3v3. And with some material exchanged, it creates for an interesting situation because George gets the secret, but there's still, again, trophy control. However, trophy control might end up turning into a lower rotation. It depends where this bomb is going. Very hard to read the map right now. 2 players still upstairs. Okay, they're coming to him.
Oh, half-ass clear, though.
They didn't clear that properly.
Welko doesn't give it the full effort. Bomb picked back up by Junior. Fallen with Berettas because it's an op on his back.
Seconds, they have to go lower, so, yeah. Honestly, it's not a bad situation here for Evil Geniuses. They've got George and Junior, J&J still alive. An op rotating down. Fallen, last thing he wants to do is have to retake with his gun, but they want to win the round.
Molly's back site, but that's not where it's planted, nor where anybody holds. Smoke in the middle of the site. Fallen starting to figure this out. Junior back behind Dark. George plays the open floor. A good amount of damage, but it didn't look like he got that glimpse on Vinny. Turns it back. Here comes Vinny running down ramp. He takes one to the forehead, and Fallen doesn't want to sacrifice his op, so we got EG back with winning ways. A 10th as Junior picks up a kill and runs that bomb down B.
Is the bomb planted closer, really close to Fallen?
Maybe close enough.
Yeah. I don't know what the damage is like from here, but we'll see. Oh, nothing. Wow. Been watching too much Inferno.
Well, nuclear facility, they need thick walls,
Mm.
you know, in case things go nuclear.
Yeah. Nice defense. Secret start pays off. That's a full kit of utility down.
Didn't see that one coming. Oh, God! George just slips in through Mini. Vinny Bolts never saw that coming, but bomb could be cut off. Fallen's on the angle. They throw util. Nicely done to just make sure. Good insurance policy. Exactly what they needed, right? You skip that step, maybe bomb gets dropped and CC swarm it, but man, they really didn't expect Mini.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad mistake because they started Secret. That guy in Secret does not have a vision outside, especially playing on the top stairs. So they know that like someone could run over Mini at any moment. They could even walk around Mini from outside. That wouldn't be spotted. And just because they killed one crossing doesn't mean that there isn't multiple lurks. So that was a big mistake. Now, the thing that they did right there to allow George to get off Mini is they put pressure on Squeaky. So the guys upstairs are throwing nades in response and spamming back through Mini, or spamming back through Squeaky just for a second. That's definitely by design. It's just that that is such an obvious thing to do these days that you got to be a little bit more ready than that. You see what I mean? They're throwing some default utility out. And then yikes.
Not the best, man. George.
Ugly approach, you know, coming.
Yeah. A couple times George has made Joda look pretty bad, honestly, outside.
Yeah, because, George not even like one bulleting him, but still just comfortably winning that duel.
When Joda jumped up on blue box, couldn't kill George behind red. This one now back from garage. I think if you want to play outer, you should play with an A4. That's my take.
Honestly, maybe you shouldn't be spraying at that range.
Also correct. Now they're going to pop B, and there's going to be nothing other than Cello to try and stop this. And if they pop when he's not ready, he's just a sitting duck.
I'm still waiting for some pieces to get in place. But he's got minimal support down here. So we know there's going to be someone. Cello will have to go above and beyond. And no one coming in from ramp gives him the best chance to at least, you know, maybe get a 2K. See what he can do. Now you typically come out of control. Oh, simultaneously with Decon. Rush wins his duel. That's clean. There's no retake going to take place at this point.
Damn, they don't even get to save that extra gun. Vinny caught, so EG, nice slow squeeze. This to me is reminiscent of the T side that we saw on Vertigo versus Furia. Because you asked me earlier, did we ever see EG do that when Imperial didn't play the starting steps of a round, but then still played the clock? We did see a lot of EG play the clock down to the final 10 seconds versus Furia.
Yes,
but they did it so meticulously, step by step, informed.
They never just like took map control and then just hit something right away. They haven't done that on any map, any of these series, and they've also maintained, you know, doing that and also making it unclear as to where they're going to go. They've never been obvious.
I think this is a really good example of what worked versus Furia. And Fallen cleared away, so it's just Bolts on the AK that gets saved in the end.
Yeah, that's a great
one-off round, no doubt, but one AK. One AK, all they had to set up their 9th round win. An inspiring type of round. That's like Rush getting a 2K spray through smoke on a fadeaway, and then Evil Geniuses winning every single round from that point forward.
Oh, this is huge. The pickoff from both Fallen and Cello.
God forbid if Imperial do something like that to EG.
Oh, no smoke there for Vinny playing opposite vent and late support. So a nice find from Junior. What's their out, however? You know, Fallen, yeah, smartly should be worried about Heaven as maybe a point of attack, but past the 30-second mark once again. 3v4, they got to make something happen. I feel like this can only end upstairs, but they won't find an opportunity.
Whew. Fallen dives sight. Trying to hold them back from that mini entrance. Down goes Junior. And Fallen wallbang through the back sight.
Wow.
Fallen's starting to get into his groove.
He is, yeah.
And I think that should make
the plans to go back outside for the moment. Yeah, they were busting upstairs, but they eat their own flash.
Yeah, and Bolt's right there to hold off on it. Cello may have missed a shot. Has to concede control of the ramp room. I also don't see anybody up above on Heaven.
Yeah, because Fallen started outside.
Yikes. Joda starts to come back. They know this is compromised. He's going to get split from both ends. At least takes down Hex right before George kills him. And then George takes it up to stop. We've got Bolt's back sight tucked down.
Bolt's in a really interesting spot because they're not in lobby anymore. So if he plays back at this box, he actually might be relatively safe.
Vinny's climbing on top of Hut. That could catch George off guard.
There's still time to think.
George gets into the fight and dies. Bomb in Heaven.
Oh, and they molly their self out of
Bomb in Heaven.
Yeah, Bomb in Heaven that's simply that's 46 seconds away.
If only he had died moving forward, then maybe it slides down. There is still a slight chance. But I mean, this is an around the world situation. Bolts is still locked in, gets the headshot. Oh! And finishes off the little left of Junior. So, Bolts locked behind that position for what felt like eternity. And with that bomb in Heaven, it felt like that was their hands tied. EG never able to get it back.
Yeah, if anything, this is a good demo for them. But there's a couple of threads loose now for EG. Stuff to work on a map that, of course, Imperial picked. They're very comfortable on and are showing far fewer problems now on CT side. Great round from Bolts.
Oh, but Fallen. And Hext gets hit by Cello.
There's pressure on him to try to take a peek. Things are looking sketchy now for EG.
Right, just getting that player downstairs is one thing, but Cello with that double op felt very confident that he could just wait for the contact. Ouch, Junior. Loses half his health to the silo drop. Just gonna prime those rifles very nicely for Imperial on the hunt for 14. And Fallen versus Junior caught as he tries to just reposition. Junior's looking to go join the pack. Cello's op connects to Hex for the second time. And with the pack of players still that much further behind him, Cello has space to work. He slides down to control. Junior looking for this contact. Another op battle here from Junior. 28 to the clock. Cello has to clear, but Junior in with another critical kill. He's the only player to connect them so far for EG. Retake needed on B.
Wow, great patience there from Junior, and that's around where, like, I mean, he doesn't have to go much farther. He has control side, so they can plant anywhere in the site comfortably. He doesn't need to get up to the window at all. Now, Cello could have peeked from the window to try to fight into the site. That was one option, but Junior, he read it correctly. Took it slowly downstairs. Got a nice timing on Fallen. We'll have to point that out as well. He was watching outside, and then he jumped over the railing to get out of there. But a little bit of fortune here in a real sea of losses as Imperial were on fire up until this point. 13 all and a chance for them to help in the situation on purpose.
Right.
I really like them.
What?
Oh, that's a find.
Aye, Hext is just floating. And Joda's got a one-way. No, 5v3. And Joda doesn't even leave. He sticks around, gets a second from the same position. Walco never sees it coming. Two incredibly flat situations here from Walco and Hext. Both down on 9 kills and 20 or more deaths. Right after Junior gets 2 critical kills. Is that 2 missed nades? The flash doesn't go in the door and the smoke doesn't block off Hut. I haven't seen it yet, but also Hex is just hiding behind orange box. They get him back here. He didn't actually get his kill. Instead, now he's down to 10 health. I mean, Hex, that could have been a freebie. Fallen gets the wall bang. We've got the double hut push. He drops down. Fallen robbing them. Almost a chance at that fourth, but the ops caught on cycle. Bolts comes away from the vent drop, and Imperial a single kill. Now a single round away from finals.
Okay, that was an absolute jungle gym of a round from every single point. How did what's Hex laughing? How did he get there? He was lurking through. I guess he just sat in that position. They came to reclear ramp late.
Yep.
Falling through the wide side of the box into the drop into the site. Another beautiful play from him. Attention back on Fallen as an opper who has been consistent through the series. Fantastic stuff. And now at the 10-yard line. There haven't been any trophy pushes recently. But there's still more than enough members here upstairs. George takes some damage.
Trusty vent position. He's been impactful from here. Lots of targets coming out from Hut. There's still a live wire on this one. Fallen back up to heaven. We saw what he did when he swooped down into this site. Walco plants on the other side, and Hex is just staring upwards, holding this exact angle. They're gonna lean on that lobby wraparound. And it's low health for Walco and Hex. Junior doesn't have the op, but he could still have his impact. He could still very well push this one to round 30. Hell, maybe even OT. Flash out from vent. Fallen gets dinked. Doesn't make his life any easier. But these ops in a combat position start to close the distance. Hex gets away with his kill. Cello trying to round the bomb site. Pinched and popped. As sure enough, we go 30.
Yeah, a little
setups on this A site fall victim to the mini play. And this one's another one. Look, back behind vent and sitting on silo. All of a sudden, Bolts runs out. He's gonna try to press close up to Squeaky. Player comes out, double kill from Bolts. An immediate run up from Joda. And Rush, has he heard this? Cello, he just dives out from heaven. He takes the fight straight to them. And there it is. Round 30 goes the way of Imperial. Pushed to the distance. But finally, a series that doesn't go the distance. This one 2-0. A sad shortcoming for evil geniuses, E.G. Blacks, the stand-ins, meant to take a beating in the main team's place, and instead, they leave us impressed. No one can take away that Furio win, but Imperial will take their spot in the finals.